Hi, my name is Bilak and welcome to another GigaDAO tutorial. This is our raid game V2, very different from our first V1. We now have a nice clean UI. So I'm going to make a test server. I'm going to go over to gigadao.io, select raid game and invite the bot to my server. Here we'll be able to see the permissions. These are all very friendly permissions. You can actually turn off manage channels, but we will be updating the bot soon to remove that itself. I'm just going to go ahead and do the capture of dogs with collars. Completely messed that one up, so let's do that again. Okay, perfect. I am human, that's been authorized. We can go ahead to our server and we type in /setup to start the setup wizard. Here we've now put ourselves in the database and we've got our wallet. Select next and we're going to create the roles that is required for the bot to function. So these roles are embedded, so we do need them, but you can customize the name and the color. Remember, these roles need to be under our raid game bot. So I'm going to name myself King Bilak because that is quite fitting for me with a gold color. Now I'm going to go ahead and customize the raider role. Simply just put raider with a pinkish red. What I'm also going to do is, just for instruction purposes, I'm going to make a new role and call it the holder role. And you'll see why later down the track. So now we're just going to click next. We do have a new mint token feature that you can use, but don't worry about it today. For now, we are going to be inserting our SPL token. You can view that in SoulScan and copy that SPL token address, paste that one in and submit. That's now set up. Next thing we need to do is send a tiny amount of SOL to our wallet, as well as the SPL token that we want to distribute. So this SOL is used primarily for the rental fee for your SPL token and also to cover transaction fees. You don't need a lot, so don't worry about sending too much, just enough to cover the setup and the first 10 or so raids. So I'm going to send over 10 gigs and I'm also going to watch the transaction because there's no point in returning to the bot until that transaction has actually been completed. So let's just wait for these confirmations to go through. The beautiful thing about being on Solana is that doesn't take very long. I believe it's under a minute for the whole thing to actually process properly. And the final confirmations are coming through now. We have a timestamp. Wonderful, that's now been finalized. Let's go ahead and click next. Looks like I did it a little bit too soon. We try that again. Perfect. So that's now been deposited and we can go ahead and, sorry, that's not been deposited yet. That's now been deposited. We can go ahead and continue with the setup. Just select next through this. We are going to be cleaning up our setup wizard to make it a bit more friendlier and less detailed. So let's set up the raid commands channel. Okay, now we go to our raid commands channel and this is where you use your sheriff command. We've got everything wrapped into a neat little UI. Now let's go to raid settings. We need to enter the token mint address. We are going to be changing this shortly so you don't have to enter it every time. So go ahead to your raid settings, enter your token mint address. Now we've got like, reply, quote, set up the values that you want to pay out for each of those actions. I've set it up as 1, 2, and 7. Great. The raid game is now set up. What we want to do is get our raiders ready to register and actually start raiding. So let's set up a raid registration channel. We'll create the channel now. This is where your raiders will go ahead and type in /register. Perfect. This screen is going to look a little bit different for them. They will get a link to go to the registration page. Once they're on this page, they connect their wallet, they sign a Solana transaction, and they link both their Discord and their Twitter. Once that's been done, they come back to Discord and they'll be able to click the green button to continue forward. Great. Now everyone's registered and ready to go. Let's create a channel to post our raid tweet. Here, I'm creating that channel now. And we're going to go over to Twitter and have a look at the tweet that I'm going to raid. So here's one I made earlier, test raid. I've gone and liked, I've replied, and I've also got a quote tweet there. Other people have messaged on this to be funny, but that's all good. So now we're going to type in raider to alert people that we've got a new tweet ready to be raided. They're going to now go and click on those and perform all those actions. Now we go over to raid command and let's put the tweet into the system. So we paste it, We just need the numerical number at the end. We're going to put 0 to score it right now. Perfect. That's now in the queue and about to start getting scored. Because we put it at 0, it's going to score immediately. If you like, you can set it for 24 hours, 12 hours, 6 hours, or, 365 days. That doesn't matter. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at our scored raid. So right now it is just processing. Okay, so now we're going to check our scored raids, and look, the raid has already been scored, so we can go and copy the raid ID, click on raid tweet ID, and look, there you go, it's currently in progress. This is great. So the tweet has been scored, and we're now working on paying out those SBL tokens to those who interacted with it. The next one we're going to quickly show you is the Raider status channel. You want to open this channel, and it is necessary because your raiders will want to check their Raider profile. They can go /Raider, and they can check their Raider profile. They can see their Twitter link, they can see their rewards wallet and the amount of tokens they've earned. They can click on raid records to show any of their previous raids, and they can also check the leaderboard to see if they're up there. So it's going to be the top 15 on that leaderboard. Here we'll be able to go back and check our raid status again. We can see that the free quota has gone down. There was around 19 interactions on that tweet that I just raided. So all of those interactions do get copied over. So now we're having a look at our packages. You want to deposit your Solana to the wallet address and select the package that is optimized for you. So the free quota is 500 for the month, where our packages are quota per raid. This is our platinum package. Basically, it's a 1-year subscription and it's only for a limited time. This is our bronze. I don't have the Sol in there, so I need to send the Solana over to that wallet address and then perform that function again. Let's go ahead and check our raid status and see the progress of our current raid and see if that's paid out. So grab the tweet ID, show raid details, paste that in there, and it's still currently being paid out. So let's just wait a little bit longer. We can check the leaderboard here. This will be hard coded, so you can post that anywhere in your Discord, in announcements, in a leaderboard channel if that's what you want to do. I'm confident now that the raid has now completed, and so let's go and check that out. We can see that our token balance is now 0, which means the raid has been processed and paid. We can now check that raid ID again, paste it in, and look at that. The tokens earned are 10 and the payouts are complete. Congratulations guys, you've just completed your first raid and you're now ready to go. I'll check my wallet here to see if I have the tokens. And yes, I do. I've got that 10 gigs from performing those actions. It's as simple as that, guys. That is the raid game complete. One thing I do need to show you is the Twitter integrations. This is a new feature Discord has implemented so that you can actually stop your bots from being in every single channel. First thing we're going to do is deny all channels and add the 3 channels where the commands are being used. We don't need to add the raid tweet channel because that's just where you post the URLs to your raiders. And you're done. Everything's set up, you're ready to go. It's quick, it's simple, and it's very easy to do. One thing you might want to do when creating these channels is just either make it private or set the category to view channels for everyone as off, and then make your raid registration viewable for your holder role. And you just view channel, done. You're now ready to go 100% for your holders. You don't need to have it just for your holders. It's entirely up to you. The bot is now ready, simple, easy to use, and I can't wait for you guys to enjoy it. Thank you very much for being here with us today. This is GigaDAO. If you do need any other help, please enter our Discord or DM me.